Jeff Bezos didn't become rich because he started Amazon. He became rich because he saw the future before almost everyone else. Today, Amazon delivers millions of packages every single day. It's one of the most valuable companies in the world. But none of that existed in 1994. Back then, Jeff Bezos already had what most people spend their entire lives chasing: a prestigious career, a six-figure salary, a secure future. He was one of the youngest vice presidents on Wall Street. Walking away from that job made absolutely no sense, especially because of what he wanted to do next. He wasn't building rockets. He wasn't creating electric cars. He wasn't inventing a revolutionary new technology. He wanted to sell books on the internet. At a time when most people had never bought anything online, many people thought he was making the biggest mistake of his life. But Jeff Bezos had discovered one statistic, a single number that completely changed the way he saw the future. That one discovery eventually earned him his first $1 million and became the foundation of one of the greatest business empires ever built. In this video, you'll see exactly how Jeff Bezos made his first million, the biggest risk he ever took, and why almost nobody believed he would succeed. When people tell the story of Jeff Bezos, they usually begin with Amazon. But the real story starts before that, long before cardboard boxes, before Prime, before one-click shopping, before Amazon was even an idea. It starts inside a prestigious investment firm in New York. Jeff Bezos was working at D.E. Shaw, one of the fastest-growing hedge funds on Wall Street. He wasn't just another employee. At only 30 years old, he had already become one of the company's youngest vice presidents. His career was moving faster than almost everyone around him. The salary was excellent. The opportunities were endless. From the outside, it looked like he had already won. Most people would have stayed exactly where they were, worked their way to the top, retired comfortably. Jeff Bezos almost did exactly that. Almost. Because one ordinary day, he came across a report that completely changed his life. It wasn't a business idea. It wasn't an invention. It wasn't even a conversation. It was a statistic. A simple report about something called the internet. In the early 1990s, very few people cared about it. Most families didn't own a computer. Most businesses didn't have websites. Ordering something online sounded strange. Some people even believed the internet was just another temporary trend. But one number caught Jeff Bezos' attention. Internet usage was growing by more than 2,300% every year. He read the number again, then again. He had spent years analyzing markets, studying businesses, looking for patterns, but he had never seen anything grow that quickly. To him, this wasn't just another statistic. It was a glimpse into the future. Most people looked at the internet and saw uncertainty. Jeff Bezos looked at it and saw inevitability. He later said that when he saw that growth rate, he knew he had to find a business idea connected to the internet. Not next year, not someday, now. Jeff didn't immediately decide to sell books. First, he made a list. He brainstormed dozens of different products that could be sold online: software, music, office supplies, clothing. Almost anything seemed possible. But one category stood above all the others: books. Millions of different titles already existed. No physical bookstore could ever stock them all. But an online store had no such limitation. Customers could search millions of books from a single website. It sounded obvious today. Back then, it sounded ridiculous. Who would buy a book without holding it first? Who would trust a website with their credit card? Who would wait days for a package instead of simply visiting a bookstore? Those questions stopped almost everyone. But not Jeff Bezos, because he wasn't looking at the world as it was. He was looking at the world as it was about to become. And once he made that decision, there was no turning back. The only question left was, how do you walk away from a perfect life to chase an idea that almost nobody believes in?
Finding the right business idea turned out to be the easy part. Leaving behind the life he had already built was much harder. Jeff Bezos wasn't unemployed. He wasn't desperate for money. He wasn't trying to escape failure. He was walking away from success. Before making the final decision, he sat down with his boss, David Shaw. Jeff explained his idea, an online bookstore built entirely around the internet. Shaw listened carefully, then he smiled. He told Jeff it was a fascinating idea, but then he added something Bezos would never forget. It's a really good idea, but it would be an even better idea for someone who doesn't already have a great job. It wasn't criticism, it was practical advice. Stay, keep climbing, don't risk everything. Most people would have listened. Jeff almost did. But then he imagined himself at 80 years old, looking back on his life. He asked himself one simple question: which decision would I regret more? Would he regret trying and failing, or would he regret never trying at all? The answer became clear. A few days later, he resigned. Jeff and his wife Mackenzie packed their belongings into a car. Their destination? Seattle. The city offered better access to book distributors. During the long drive across America, Jeff wasn't relaxing. He was writing. Business plans, financial projections, ideas. Every mile brought him farther away from certainty and closer to uncertainty. But for the first time, he felt he was moving toward the future. The company didn't start in a shiny office. It started in a garage. The first employees worked long hours. They built desks from old wooden doors because buying office furniture seemed like a waste of money. Those famous door desks became one of Amazon's earliest symbols. Every dollar mattered. When the first customer placed an order, everyone in the office celebrated. Then another order came, then another. Soon they had installed a small bell. Every time a customer bought a book, the bell rang. At first, everyone would stop working to celebrate. Eventually, the bell rang so often, they had to turn it off. The company was growing faster than anyone expected, but success created a new problem. Growth was expensive, very expensive. Amazon wasn't making real profits. Every dollar coming in was immediately invested back into the business. Many people thought Bezos was crazy. They couldn't understand why he wasn't trying to make money. Jeff wasn't trying to build a profitable bookstore. He was trying to build the world's largest bookstore. There was a huge difference. Only a few years after launching Amazon, the company went public. Its initial public offering changed everything. The value of Bezos' shares exploded. The man who had walked away from a comfortable Wall Street career had officially made his first $1 million. For many people, that would have been the finish line. For Jeff Bezos, it was only the beginning. Because the first million didn't change his ambition. It gave him the freedom to think even bigger. From millions to billions. Instead of slowing down, Bezos accelerated. He expanded beyond books, then into music, electronics, clothing, almost every product imaginable. But his biggest decisions weren't just about selling more products. He launched Amazon Prime. He built Amazon Marketplace. He invested billions into warehouses and logistics. Then came a decision that many people barely noticed at the time: Amazon Web Services. Today, AWS generates billions of dollars every year and became one of the most profitable businesses Amazon has ever built.
The company that started by selling books had quietly become the infrastructure powering much of the modern internet. And Jeff Bezos became one of the richest people in history. People often say Jeff Bezos became rich because he sold books, but that isn't really true. Books were only the beginning. His real advantage was recognizing a once-in-a-generation opportunity before almost everyone else. Thousands of people saw the internet. Very few understood what it would become. Jeff Bezos did. His first million wasn't built in a single day. It was built the moment he decided to leave certainty behind and bet on a future that didn't exist yet. That decision eventually became millions, then billions, and ultimately, one of the greatest business success stories ever told. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Fortari. Every week, we uncover the hidden decisions, risks, failures, and turning points behind the world's greatest fortunes. Because behind every billionaire, there's a story that changed everything.